My first thoughts on Persona 5 Tactica. Now, I'm really liking this game. We have beat the DLC and we have beat the first kingdom, which is about cake and weddings and all that fun stuff. Here's my thoughts. I'm going to start with the things I don't like. After playing the DLC, leveling up your skills felt really nice, really quick pace. But then switching to the main game, which is a lot longer than the DLC, so it's understandable, it feels very, very slow to upgrade your skills. And I think it's just because after every level, you're not getting a skill point. Like, even if it's just one skill point for a level, it doesn't feel as rewarding. So this is kind of nitpicky, but I do enjoy the skills that they do have. So once I get more skills, it's going to be a lot better, but it just feels a little unrewarding for doing a level and not getting a skill point because you don't get experience on it. You get some for what level persona you can get, but that's just a little nitpick that I don't like so far. And then another thing I don't like is that it gives you like these missions, like complete it way faster to get this, and all you're getting is like another persona, and a lot of times you already have that persona, so you're just getting experience on it. It just feels like it's trying to force you into something. But you know what? The best part is you don't have to do those because most of the time you already have those personas. So those are just like two little nitpicky things. Let's go to things I like. I do like the art style a little bit more than the actual one. I kind of like the cutesy stuff. I know it's weird, but it's true. Then I really love the gameplay. The gameplay feels really nice. Being able to pull off a triple threat and hitting like 8 people with the triple threat. Oh, it's amazing. I love it. I really love it. Playing the DLC first, it gave you like this new mechanic where there's paint on the ground. And because there's paint on the ground, a lot of times it steals certain mechanics from the game. So going into one of the skills on it doesn't feel good. But in the main game, you get those all back because you're not affected by what paint you're standing in. So it does make it a lot more difficult than the DLC. I'm playing it on Merciless, which is the hardest difficulty, and it's not really that hard. Most of the time I do the undo. It is because I'm trying to get it in a certain amount of time to get those rewards that I talked about earlier. And it's just, I don't do it. I don't get to the spot in time. So I use undo, and then I figure out a triple threat to get to where I need to be on the complete in this many turns, which is 90% of the time I use the undo. Even the hardest mode doesn't feel that hard. Maybe the boss fights, because they're long, tedious, and you want to make sure you have your healing abilities on there, because if you don't, you might be in trouble. One thing that is really awesome about this game that I love so far is you get a bonus if they're not in every fight. So if you don't take Joker every round, every other round, you can get a buff to it. So what's really cool is I've been using certain teams. Unfortunately, I only have 8 members, and 9 members would be the perfect way for me to rotate the 3-3-3 that I like. But what I do is I'll rotate like Irina and Joker like every other one. Or, yeah, Arena. I keep using the wrong name because of how it's spelled. It's really cool that I can get buffs, and it's making you play as all the Phantom Thieves. I wish the 3 was 4, but after playing with the 3, I think this game would be even more busted if there was 4. So 3 is a good number, and being able to rotate teams out every time is really cool. So my first thoughts, yeah, it's a lot of fun. Some people are saying this game is woke because they saw a flag that had coverage on it, or was photoshopped by Kotaku, and they're like, this game is woke because of a joke scene in the game. So no, don't worry. If you're not buying this game because you think it's woke, then you need to know that it's not. It's definitely not. It's fun. It's a joke scene. It's not them trying to be super pushing stuff on you, because they don't push anything on you. If anything, they're kind of like Like, the first boss is a woman who's obsessed with power, and that's why she wants to get married, and she bosses everybody around. So, if you're going to, like, this game is definitely not woke. Yeah, the game is good. It's fun. It's got a good story so far. The DLC is heartbreaking. People cried in the chat when we were playing it. That is it for my first thoughts. It's a good game. If you guys want to wait till it's on sale, go for it. But to me, it's a lot of fun, and I'm going to be playing it multiple times. All right, bye, everybody.